It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. The sales department, the meetings you get to have every single morning, to really focus on three areas: your sales strategy, you can walk away with, your sales structure, which is very important, and the sales system that you use to generate the revenue in the business that's necessary to execute that big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And every morning we like to start off every single morning with just sharing our philosophy. Our overall philosophy is success leaves clues for the CEO Sales Huddle. So therefore, if someone else has done it, so can you. Not a new idea, but isn't it good to know that there's footprints out there that you can follow back as well? So how do we do that? We take a look at a case study. And inside that case study, we look at what the CEO's successes were, what their challenges were. We also step back and we take a look at what are the insights that we can glean and use for the sales department that can help us be able to serve at a much higher level, have more impact, and therefore result in a profitable business. So let's go ahead and get started with this morning's case study. I'm super excited. Thanks for welcoming us into your home and allowing us to stream directly to you, especially during these challenging times. Thank you so much. So the case study. Every great business starts with a dream, but dreams need a plan to really become a reality. And for Oscar and Evelyn Overton, the dream was simple: create a business around Evelyn's incredible New York style cheesecakes. Now, they were living in Detroit. Their main focus was raising their children. They were struggling, David and Renee. And while dreams of running a successful business filled their minds, their current resources, well, it didn't quite stretch far enough to make it happen. And like many entrepreneurs, their journey began with the daunting task of balancing family and responsibilities. Does this sound familiar to you, by the way? Sound like you? With the ambition of one day having a highly profitable, successful business. You know, I've been there. I get this. So here's what happened. In their basement bakery, the Overtons worked hard day and night to transform Evelyn's delightful cheesecakes from their beloved gifts into a really successful business. And here's an interesting fact. Their first break came in 1949 when a satisfied customer began ordering cheesecakes to give away as gifts. Now, this word of mouth marketing, that's how it started off before the sales took over, turned their home kitchen into a bakery business. Whoa, and it was profitable. Get out of here. But this wasn't without some type of challenge. Scaling from a small home setup to a really big, large-sized business presented its own challenges, particularly concerning how to reach more customers while maintaining quality and service. So now we need a sales strategy. Now we need a sales structure. Now we need a sales system. Now we need to bring out the sales department. So here's what they did. The strategy, they moved to the West Coast in 1971. Now, this was a huge sales decision. It highlighted the importance in their sales strategy, positioning the business in a place that could grow. Now, Oscar focused on sales, got it, while Evelyn did the baking. Now, the real magic happened in 1978 when their son David expanded their sales strategy by opening the first Cheesecake Factory restaurant. Now, his sales strategy was simple. Go from a small bakery to showcasing, look, we've got cheesecakes, we've got a nice environment, but we also got some cool food. Come on now. Now, it's about what else does the customer want? How else can we solve a problem? How can we meet a need, which David said is out there? In order to do that, they had to make their product more accessible and appealing. Now, CEOs, we can learn a lesson from this. That's making sure our products are serving the clients who have the biggest want, need, and desire. That's where the sales growth takes off. See, it's not just about having products. It's about serving other folks. And so the success of the Cheesecake Factory, to me, shows, here's the big takeaway, the importance of having a well-defined sales strategy and understanding the customer's needs so that you can perfectly do sales positioning, have your sales message. And that's exactly what the Overton story really shows, is how a thoughtful sales system can drive revenue and build a global brand. You do that, and you will see your sales go up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle, by the way. Thanks so much for joining. And every morning we like to kind of share what our philosophy is, because we appreciate you allowing us to stream directly into your home. And our philosophy that you need to have in the sales department when you have your sales meeting, when you show up and having the sales conversation with your sales team, or maybe you're having it with yourself, is really 3 words. And this is the mantra for the sales department. Focus on sales. Now, I don't care if you have a 15-minute sales meeting. It doesn't matter if you have a 30-minute sales meeting. You can have a 2-hour sales meeting with yourself or with your team every single morning, but the mantra is focus on sales, focus on sales, focus on sales. In fact, repeat those words after me right now. Focus on sales. Now, here's why. Because if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. It's the real reason why. Because at the end of the day, sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point I want to make and drive home loud and clear, at the end of the day, sales is really serious business. So this is a serious conversation that we're having this morning, this afternoon, whatever time it is you're plugging in right now for the sales meeting with your sales team. And we are the sales department and you are the CEO. And so I want you to look at it that way and understand that we got to focus on sales. We got to focus on sales. Now, as a CEO, we have a responsibility, and our pledge to our sales department is really easy. Learn, earn, and return. So as a CEO, we're always learning. So we have to learn something new. Go ahead and repeat that after me. In order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return, so we must learn, we must earn, and we must return. That leads us to the most important part, that why do we have the sales meeting? Like, you're sitting down with your sales team right now. And they're like, okay, what's the meeting all about, boss? And you're like, well, the meeting this morning is really all about 3 things. How are we looking at sales? I mean, I think that's a very reasonable question, by the way. What are our challenges? We did a whole case study this morning that was centered around the challenges that this case had and what the CEO had to deal with in order to be successful. And then, what are the 5 sales pillars that we've got to be reminded as a CEO? Well, there are 5. Number 1, pull out your 1-page CEO sales plan. We always create that. It's just 1 page, easy page. You look at it and say, this is my plan. This is my mission, goals, and objectives. Number 2, what's the sales cycle? What cycle does each of these products go through? Number 3, what's the sales message? The words that we're going to use, how we're going to communicate. And then obviously, the CEO Sales Dashboard. The CEO Sales Dashboard is one place you can go to. We do a whole segment on that every morning, and you can look and say, here's the business. Here are the 5 indicators that drive the whole sales department. And I love this. I mean, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. This is like super amazing, by the way. And then we have the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Now, for those folks that are tuning in right now for the very first time, or maybe here every morning, do me a favor, look right below the video, because I love to connect with you. If you're on one of the social media platforms, and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in the conversation. Hashtag I'm here says, you know what, I'm tuned in, I'm dialed all the way in. If you listen to the replay because you can't be here every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's okay. Go ahead and put a hashtag replay. Now, for everyone else, you can't do that. You're listening on demand. You're on Roku. You're on Apple TV. You're on YouTube. Maybe right now you're somewhere streaming, listening to the podcast. You could be on one of our syndicated platforms. Do me a favor. Drop me a DM. No, seriously. Just go over to @IamCheBrown, @IamCheBrown, and drop me a DM right now. I respond to every message. I love connecting. Thank you for all of the feedback we get. We've expanded the case study. We've looked at other companies because of you. Thank you so much for allowing us to stream directly into your office or into your home or into your smart device, wherever you are, especially during these very challenging times that we're all in right now. So thank you so much. The question gets asked every morning, what's the mission, goals, and objectives of the CEO Sales Huddle? Like, why do you get together? Well, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. I get it, you can sell. I get it, you're quick. I get it, but you want to get there faster, easier, with less effort. So we got to look at the sales growth. We got to look at the accountability. We got to make sure that we step back and we fully understand that we are consistent. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. That's not you, because you tune in for 15 minutes a day, every day. 15 minutes. I mean, think about it. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. So you're only asked to tune in for 1% of the day to accomplish, well, for some of you, a huge goal. a huge objective. And that is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You tune into this conversation and you generate $100,000 a month of extra revenue. And the question always comes, Shay, how do you really do that? Like, seriously, I'm curious. Sounds good, but how do you really get there? Well, we've got a way to get there. And that's what the CEO Sales Dashboard. The CEO Sales Dashboard was created because the biggest challenge my clients had was, what do I measure? What do I measure? What do I look at every single day? Because what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So I'm going to tell you, look at 5 areas: leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And we're going to bring up the CEO Sales Dashboard now so you can see it for yourself. If you haven't downloaded, go over to CEOSalesDashboard.com and you can download it. It's going to look just like this. It's an Excel sheet. And inside this Excel sheet, we've broken it down in a way for all the new folks that it can be customized. So it's an Excel sheet. It's open. There's no credit card. There's no Zelle. There's no Cash App. There's nothing needed. You can put your products on the left-hand side if you want, but you want to track the number of leads that are coming in, number of appointments that are coming in, number of offers that are coming in. Matter of fact, you go look down there and let's look at one area today. Let's just tune in and get laser focused on one area. Let's say we looked at right now deals. So you go to the Excel sheet, you go down to deals, go to yesterday's date. How many deals closed yesterday? Done. Finished. Credit cards in, contract signed, check was received, whatever close means to you is there. And then I used to not just stop there. I asked myself, well, how many deals are pending? And pending deals to me were, it was hot, meaning that it was going to happen in the next 10 days. And then I would go look at the other side. And the other side would be, how many deals are going to happen in the next 10 to 20 days. And then last, how many deals are 20 days and above? Now I have time to get into what that looks like, what that feels like. I know it may be different for each of you that are out there watching right now, but it is another way to doubly connect and make sure that you're in the conversation. Now, after that, we're going to acknowledge any wins that we have. I love acknowledging wins because we don't beat ourselves up. Purpose of the CEO Sales Dashboard is say what's working, what could be working better, what could be working easier, what can be working faster with less effort. So let's ask ourselves 3 questions because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions stay focused. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So 3 questions. Number 1, what are you most proud of yesterday in the sales department? Number 2, what do you want to biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? And number 3, in the sales department, what do you just want to brag about? Like, you just want to come on here and brag and say, wow, Shay, yesterday was amazing. It was incredible because blank, blank, and blank. Let's acknowledge the work we put in. Let's acknowledge the current systems we have. Let's acknowledge the current strategy that we have. And then we go all the way to the other side. And the other side is we look at every day's not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. So we look at the hurdles we've had. Number 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Number 2, what's preventing you today from moving forward? And number 3, what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? And you make a decision, you're going to do that now, no matter what. It's not I should do it. As they say, it's I must do it. I must make this happen today. I must make the phone calls. I must generate the leads. I must have a sales strategy. I must have a sales structure. And I must have a sales system. I refuse to operate a sales department without that. My message of the day is very simple. Focus on your sales strategy, your sales system, and your sales structure. Let me say it again. Focus on your sales strategy, your sales system, and your structure. See, if you focus on the sales strategy, you can know exactly where you're going. And you can take small steps and get big results. Here's something to put down in your notes. Do small things well, get big results. So by taking small steps inside the sales strategy that has a sales structure to support it, it becomes a system you do over and over and over and over and over again. I want you to know you got this, that you're already a CEO. You're already amazing. You're already incredible. And this is your moment. This is your time. Today is your day to make it happen. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, peace, and I'll see you on the other side.